So this Orlando Pirates side has a couple of players who are on form at the moment. You have Monapule Saleng, who's on form, Zakhele Lepasa, who's scoring goals every other game, Patrick Masangai, on the other hand, who was player of the match 3 weeks ago at the Athlone Stadium. Talk to me about the quality in this Orlando Pirates side. And now Stellenbosch FC are not just going to have to mark one player. There's a couple of players here that can be threatening on goal later on this afternoon for Orlando Pirates.
I think Pirates always have quality players. I think if you look at the amount of players and the quality that is in the team, I think if you look at a boy like Lapasa, last season he wasn't even involved in the team. He was out at sports. He went out on loan. This season he's back. He got some confidence last year being away at sports. But now he's back this season banging in goal. And I think that's good for the team because there are so many quality players, so many top players, exciting players in the team. It always makes it difficult for the opposition to obviously plan against you. And I think that's where the difficulty might come in for Stellenbosch because now they don't know who to close down or who to mark because there's so many quality players, so many game changers in the team. And it's going to really be difficult for Stellenbosch. But look, MTN 8 is always exciting games that it brings. I think last year when Chiefs played Amazulu in the second leg of the semi-finals, everybody expected Chiefs to beat Amazulu. But ultimately, Amazulu went into the finals to play against Pirates. Will it be again a case of the underdog coming up, beating the team that everybody expects to win? You have to wait for this afternoon to see who is going to win.
I was reading an interesting stat yesterday, Tyren, and it said that Coach Jose Riveiro is unbeaten so far in 11 knockout games. He won the MTN 8, of course, as well as the Nedbank Cup with Orlando Pirates last season. Talk to me about what tactics he should be using today in order to continue with that dominance in the knockout stages of cup competitions.
I think at this stage of the tournament, it's all about scoring goals and making sure you win the game. I think, that's something that yesterday we had 3 goals, which is good for goals charity initiative. It's the initiative by MTN where each goal that's scored during the 90 minutes, MTN will contribute 20,000 rand for charity. I think at the moment, if I add up all the goals goals that we scored so far, it's more than 300,000 rand that's been raised for charity so far. And the way Orlando Pirates has been playing, the amount of goals they've been scoring, I think today it'll add a lot more goals, which will obviously, help needy community that MTN will be going to support. So it's all about goals, I think. I think the coach know that this team has been scoring goals. So they sit with the 2-goal, basically, 2 away goal advance. And for them, if they even just score one, they will make it very difficult for Stellenbosch, which means Stellenbosch will have to score at least 3 goals to go through to the final. But I think at the end of the day, it's goals that will win the game, and hopefully, we can from MTN side, they can contribute more money and support more talent.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Stellenbosch side at the moment. So they're winless in 5 matches, Tyren. They're low on confidence. They lost one of their star players during the course of this weekend, Spunseni Mtato, who has now joined Kaizer Chiefs. They did, though, put a lot of pressure on Orlando Pirates a few weeks ago at the Athlone Stadium. This despite being a man down with 10 men on the park. How does Steve Barker go about beating Orlando Pirates this afternoon to qualify for the final?
Look, I know it's all up to them. They need to take the game to Orlando Pirates. I think they can't sit back. Normally they're not the team that go out and go all out guns blazing and attacking and attacking, because their game plan normally is to sit back, defend and then catch teams on the counter attack. I think most times because of the speed they've got in attack with Ikram Reynolds and those other young boys that quick and fast. I think that's the way of playing. But today, I think, they can't wait and sit back, because with the attacking threat that Orlando Pirates have, they won't be able to sit back the whole time and wait to counter. And they need to go out and maybe change their game plan for today, so that they can at least know. And what will help for them is the sooner they score, the better it will be, them getting to the game. Because they need goals. They need the goals. And, you will have to wait and see what game plan Box comes up.
And they're having a difficult season. They're not playing like a side that essentially finished in 6th position last season in the DStv Premiership, Tyren. They've got quality players. You mentioned in Ikram Reyners. There's also Andre de Jong. What do you think is not working for Stellenbosch FC so far in the season?
I think Stellenbosch is normally, if you look over the years, they always tend to sell their best players and bring in a lot of young players. I think normally it takes time for them to get this season going. I think even last season they struggled. They started slowly, and only towards the end of the season they picked up. And it seems to be a trend. I mean, if you keep on selling your best players, and next season you basically have to rebuild a new team. I mean, you mentioned earlier on also they lost in Tetra now, which is going to be a massive loss for them. But again, like I said, Stellenbosch just seems to bring in these young players. They nurture their Stellenbosch, and they just seem to survive. Come towards the end of the season, they pick up the game. But again, MTN 8, there's a lot of excitement with the MTN 8. It brings a lot of excitement because, as a player, it's only one game, then you're in the final. All those boys step up and make it to the final. The last match, the last team standing, winner takes all. Yeah. That's all about the excitement the MTN 8 brings. It's a brand new trophy. I think we've seen the beautiful trophy. Who's it going to be? Which team will put their name on the brand new trophy? After 50 years. MTN decided let's have a say, and I can tell you, I've stood next to that trophy. I think the players come final, they won't wait. They can't wait. They won't be able to wait to pick up that trophy. Yeah. So let's see. It's exciting, but I think Stellenbosch really wants to get to the final. This is a big chance to have a massive end trophy.
It's a beautiful trophy, by the way, expecting a sold-out affair as well at Orlando Stadium later on, Tyren. Your score prediction, which team gets to face off with your former team, Mamelodi Sundowns, later on today? Will it be your former team, Orlando Pirates, or Stellenbosch FC?
Look, being from Cape Town team in a semi-final, sometimes I always say, at times, certain decisions you can't make it with your heart, right? Because you'll get your heart broken every time. But when it comes to football, you need to think with your head. And also, once a pirate, always a pirate. But not only that, I think if you look at the game, if you look at the two teams, Pirates have been fantastic this year. And they're scoring goals. And again, for this particular game, they've got 2 away goals, which will help them massively. So I'll have to go for Orlando Pirates to get into the final. And, there's a lot of excitement also, going into the final. Last standing, someone will win 1 million rand. There's 6 million rand worth of prizes to be won. And it's fantastic. This year MTN is also giving away a car for someone. At the final, MTN is saying there's a car that someone will drive away with a brand new car during the half time. They will select who will win, walk away with the car. And I think if you're an MTN subscriber, all you need to do is dial *144*8. And you opt in, you still have an opportunity, to join the MTN 8 the competition and win those fantastic prizes. So it's an exciting semi-final, second leg, Stellenbosch against Pirates. We should think to see, but unfortunately, that's for the final.
Tyren, thank you so much for your time this morning on the Weekend Report. Enjoy the game, and we'll get to see whether your prediction will be right in terms of Orlando Pirates making it through to the final and facing off with Mamelodi Sundowns. Thank you so much for your time this morning.